Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel if you have seen my previous videos. If not, welcome. My name is Shauna. I now live in New Jersey, but I am still a New York City based model. And as I said in my last video, just ignore the pole in the back that's part of my bed frame. I'm still waiting on a piece to be able to finish putting it together, and then I'll put some curtains up. So it's a little bit distracting, but it is what it is. That's what I'm working with. Today I wasn't sure what look I was going to go for, so I asked someone I care about a lot, and he gave me a suggestion to do something a little more neutral, but do liner and a red lip. And that's not something I do that often, so I thought, why not? And I'm gonna put my spin on it still, and there are gonna be like a couple colors in there, but probably, well, not probably, they will be a little bit more muted. And continuing with my series on pulling palettes that I haven't used a while, that I've had in my collection, I am going to be working with the Anastasia Subculture palette. I know that there was a lot of controversy around this palette when it first came out. I'm pretty sure I actually have the reformulated one because it definitely works fine for me. I don't have any of that crazy kickback when I go into the colors. So I'm pretty sure that I have like a more usable palette than the original release of it. But yeah, I actually am pretty sure I've only used this once and I've had it for quite a while. But I remember having a good experience when I did use it. I did love my makeup when I used it. And this duochrome right here is like an amazing color. It's called Electric. I'm definitely going to be popping that in. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a look that's kind of, I think, going to be a prelude to fall. And then for the lip, I'm going to use one of these Proper Beauty lipsticks. I'm not sure which one yet. I have this one. And then this is the shade Dream It. And then I also have the shade Prime Time. Not sure which one I'm going to use, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be using one of those. And then my favorite liner is either the KVD tattoo liner or the House Labs, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the felt tip eyeliner. I had one of those. For some reason, somehow I ended up breaking mine. I don't know how the heck I did that, but somehow I did. But anyway, the only liner I have right now that's a felt tip, which I do personally prefer, is the Nabla, what is this called? The cereal liner. And I do like this one, but the felt tip is a little more flexible, and I do prefer a more firm one just because I don't have the most steady hand. But I can make that work, especially since I'm definitely not going to be doing a wing with that. So yeah, let's get into the look and just play around. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know what fashion look I'm going to do afterward, but we will figure that out. So let's get right into it. First, I'm going in with the shade Roxy, which is a matte peach shade, and I'm placing this in and above the crease in the inner section of the eye. Next, I'm going in with the shade New Wave, and I'm placing this in and above the crease in the outer half of the eye, and this is a matte mustard yellow shade. Now I'm taking the shade All Star, and I'm placing this in the outer V to create depth and dimension, and this is a matte brownish red shade, but it translates more as a brown on the eye, honestly. And now I'm taking the shade Untamed and placing this on the outer half of the lid, and this is a dark green shade that kind of reads almost gray/black. Now I'm going in with the shade Adorn and placing this on the inner half of the eye, and this is a metallic copper shade. Now under the eye, I'm taking the shade Fudge, which the name is pretty self-explanatory. It's a mid-tone brown and it is matte. And now to add a little depth and dimension, I am going in with the shade Axis under the eye as well. And this is a matte teal blue. Now for the brow highlight, I'm taking the shade Cube, which is a white base with a slight gold reflect to it. Now I'm just going in with a cream / beige eyeliner in the waterline. And now I'm going in with a Nabla liquid eyeliner. It is a felt tip pen, and just carefully lining my eyes because this is not my forte at all. And now I'm going in with the shade Electric as the inner eye highlight color, which has a sheer base and kind of a shimmery green yellow. And now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. And then for blush, I'm taking Double Down Cosmetics The Dimension, which is a peachy blush with a bit of a golden hue to it. And for highlighter, I'm also going in with Double Down Cosmetics The Fortune highlighter. And now I am quickly curling my lashes and going in with the Pacific Beauty Vegan Collagen Mascara. And now to finish off the look, I'm going in with Propa Beauty Dream It Lipstick, which is a matte red shade. And this is a completed look. It's definitely much more classic glam than what I normally go for. I do appreciate this kind of makeup. I think that it's actually beautiful, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I think I actually look more conventionally pretty with this kind of makeup. I just don't do it as often because I'm not as inspired by it, but it's nice to do something different. It's nice to do something a little more classic sometimes because I do tend to gravitate towards more edgy looks. And yeah, I still have 8 eyeshadows on my eyes, so I definitely still use a lot of shadows. There's a tiny bit of color, but since these colors are fairly dark and they show up darker on me than they even look in the pan, like this blue I used on the bottom. Granted, I did layer it on top of this brown, so that's part of why it's a little darker, but I did have that pop of color. I do have the iridescence like in the inner corner. But yeah, I'm pleased with the look, and as usual, I struggle with the red lip. One of the reasons I don't wear red lipsticks that often is because it's just more difficult to apply. You are more likely to have to go back and clean up the outer edges, because a nude lip, it's not going to be as obvious if it's not as perfectly applied. But yeah, I am gonna figure out what outfit I'm gonna wear and take the photos, so please leave a comment down below what you liked. I mean, the usual. Leave me any kind of comment, any kind of feedback, anything that you would like to see, any kind of tips you would like to have. I still, one of these days, I'm gonna get around to doing like a super basic makeup routine just for people out there who are beginners. and with like a breakdown of just like a really soft glam look. I'm going to be doing that kind of makeup tomorrow for a photo shoot, but I'm really going to be getting up way too early to be filming that because it does take longer to do videos when it takes longer to do my makeup when I'm filming it than it would if I'm just doing my makeup and not having to focus on making sure that everything is like at the right angle on the camera and whatnot, and then obviously doing the outro and intro. But yes, I am going to one of these days get around to that. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you're not subscribed, please do so, hit the bell notification, and yes, I am glad to have you here if you are watching my videos, and until next time, stay safe and stay well. Bye!